Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn the Clausius inequality. So as previously we will able to understand that the quantity, the integral, the cyclic integration of the cyclic integration of the cyclic integration of dq by t, the cyclic integration of dq by t is the universal parameter to describe the performance. So not only that it is equal to 0 for a reversible and less than 0 for irreversible, but more and more it is less than 0, that means more and more it is less than 0, greater and greater it should be irreversibility. So that means its extent of irreversibility depends on how much lower it is from 0. So hence cyclic integration of dq by t is less than equal to 0 for all cycles, for all cycle, and this is called Clausius inequality. Clausius, not equality, it is inequality. This is called Clausius inequality. And what is this? This is your temperature of system boundary. Temperature of system boundary across which the heat transfer is taking place. That is, it is not the temperature of a source or sink, it is a boundary temperature. So if there is any system through which this heat quantity, through which this is any system, there is a system and there is a boundary, on which, if it is, think like that, if this is your boundary and if this is your boundary, say if this is your boundary, let's suppose this is your boundary, through which what is the heat transfer either in or out, dq divided by this temperature, boundary temperature, over the cycle, so it is a like that. Now, so let further analysis, what we do, let cyclic integration dq by t is some parameter which is minus sigma, right? This is your negative quantity, so we take minus sigma. So if the sigma is positive value, positive for which, for irreversible process, this is for, if there is a positive, so this is irreversible value, and if this is equal to 0 for reversible cycle, this is not process, cycle, right? So if sigma equal to 0, the cyclic integration dq by t is for reversible cycle, and if sigma is positive is irreversible cycle. So what is, so greater the value of sigma, greater is the value of sigma, more is the irreversibility, more is the right. If this is greater, then this value is lesser and lesser of the zero. This value is lesser and lesser from its zero value. So it is more and more irreversibility. So if sigma is greater, higher and higher value, so it is more and more irreversible. So the next question in our mind is that, what now the cyclic integration of dq by t is less than equal to 0, but what is the dq by t for a process, for a reversible process? If you define dq by t, see dq by t for a irreversible cycle is less than 0. Cyclic integration dq by t for a reversible cycle is equal to 0. But what is the value of dq by t for a reversible process is what? This is our question. What is the value of dq by t for reversible process? So to answer of this question, we take a thermodynamic plane, any plane. Let's suppose this is your y-axis and this is your x-axis. We take a point 1 and this is your point 2. This point will follow a path, a process 1 to 2 via path A. That means 1 to 2 via a path A. This is one process, right? And 2 to 1 via path B, and we add another point process 2 to 1 via path C, right? So here there are 1 A B C, 3 process and 2 cycle, 1 A 2 B1 1 cycle, 1 A 2 C 1, there is another cycle. So there is 2 cycle. So there are 2 cycle. 2 cycle. What is that? A cycle, process A plus process B. This is your cycle. And what is that? Process A plus process C. This is your cycle, and both are reversible cycle. Are reversible cycle. So we know that for a cycle, for a cyclic integration, dq by t for a reversible process is what? Is equal to 0. So if we take cycle ABC, take one cycle A plus B. So for how can you write cyclic integration of a reversible process dq by t? So how can you write cyclic integration? So this is cyclic integration, and this cyclic integration for a cycle A1, A2, B, A1, this is split into two process. This cycle will AB is the process which is split into two part. What is that? Integration 1 to 2 dq by t for path A plus integration 2 to 1 dq by t for path B is equal to 0. Why? Because the cyclic integration for the cyclic integration of a reverse, the integration of a cycle 1A 2B1, the integration of a cycle 1A 2B1 of dq by t is equal to 0. So this cycle will how much process? There is two process 1 to 2 via a path A plus process 2 to 1 via path B is equal to 0. And what again? And for cycle A plus C, what we can write? The process 1 to 2 dq by t via path A plus 2 to 1 dq by t via path C, it is also 0. Why? Because both are reversible cycle. So if you subtract that from 1 to 2, if you subtract that, so what is that? This will cancel out. If you subtract that, after subtraction, what is the value? This will cancel out. So integration 2 to 1 dq by t via path B minus integration 2 to 1 dq by t via path C is equal to 0. So what we have? So what is that? So cyclic integration, so the integration 2 to 1 dq by t via path B is equal to integration 2 to 1 dq by t via path C. That means if there is this is a process, so the process is a reversible process. Why? Because the cycle is reversible. So if a cycle is reversible, so the process involving throughout the cycle is also reversible. So process 2 to 1 via path A is equal to process 2 to 1 via path C is equal to what? Fixed. That means if there is a reversible process, so what is that? Process 2 to 1 via path B of quantity dq by t is equal to the quantity dq by t for via path C is fixed. That means if these are the reversible cycle, if there are two reversible cycle, there is one reversible cycle and other is two reversible cycle. So in one reversible cycle, if there is a cycle, so these are all the reversible process. These are all reversible process. So the quantity dq by t via path B for a reversible process is exactly same as the dq by t via path C of a reversible process. So what we conclude that dq by t, integration dq by t for a reversible process is a path independent. So why? Because dq by t for path B equal to dq by t for path C. That means the quantity dq by t is the path independent. And when the process will happening, which type of process? It is a reversible process. So during a reversible process, the quantity dq by t is path independent. So we can write like that. So the quantity dq by t for a process for any reversible path is what? Is path independent. Is path independent. Is path independent. So what we conclude that the quantity dq by t for a reversible path, a reversible process, the quantity dq by t is same for all path. So what is that? If this is your thermodynamic plane, if this is your y and this is your x, and if this is point number 1 and this is point number 2, so if this is a path A and we connect another path, this one, and we connect another path, this one. So for all path, if this path is reversible, so path A, path B, path C. So the quantity dq by t via a path, which path? Reversible, is same for all A, B or C, right? Okay, so this is for any reversible path is the path independent. So what? That means if we write what is the dq by t, so the quantity from this, so the quantity dq by t for a reversible process, we can write ds, right? Why? Because if we integrate it via any reversible path, this is the same. That means what is the integration via path A, what is the integration via path B, what is the integration via path C, these are same, these are the same value. let's suppose x2, x1 and x2. That means this is what? X2 minus x1. This is your x2 minus x1, right? So it is a path independent. So it is if dq by t for a reversible path is the path independent, so dq by t for a reversible path is a point function, right? From here we can write that. So the quantity dq by t for a reversible process is what? Is a property. Is a property, right? So if it is a property, so what is the cyclic integration of the property? Is 0. See, so if we cyclic integration of dq by t for a reversible path is 0. We know that according to Clausius inequality. So the quantity dq by t is a property. So the quantity dq by t is a property. So if this is your property, dq by t is a property, so it is path independent. So we know, so we take a property is ds and this s and this s, this s. So this is an exact differential because why? Because of quantity dq by t does not depend on the path. On the path, if integral of quantity dq by t does not depend on the path, then the quantity dq by t represent exact differential. Exact differential of a function, exact differential of a function which is called as point function. Called as entropy. This is called entropy, right? Mind it, this is not a definition of entropy. It just talk about the change of entropy. So it is not a definition of entropy. It is just say that change of entropy. So note point is here very important. Note, remember, remember, this is not a definition of entropy. It just talk about change in entropy, right? Change in entropy. So what? So what is the motive of this concept? Concept is that the cyclic integration dq by t is what? Very important. Is what? If it is 0, the equality is Clausius. The equality is Clausius inequality holds for total or, so the equality, this is equal, so equality in the Clausius inequality holds for total or just internal reversible cycle. Internal reversible cycle. Why? Because this is your for reversible. So reversible is either total reversible internally as well externally, or only internal reversible. And if this is less than 0, the inequality in the Clausius inequality for irreversible process, for irreversible process, number first, and what is number, and number second is that, number second is that for a process, for a reversible process, for a reversible process, dq by t total या internal reversible is a point function, is a point function, 1 minute, is a point function. So this is your exact differential ds, right? So what is the integration of dq by t for a process? So for process 1 to 2, what is that? Integration 1 to 2 dq by t for internal reversible is integration 1 to 2 ds, and it is nothing, it is your delta s, and it is nothing, s2 minus s1, right? So we can write in 3 form. So we can write in three form. First is that cyclic integration dq by t for a reversible process is equal to 0. Number second, integration 1 to 2, yeah, if you can write like that. This is for all for a reversible cycle. dq by t for a reversible process is equal to ds. Number third, can also write for a process 1 to 2, integration 1 to 2 dq by t is what? Delta s, right? If we write like that. Number 4 is like that. q1 to 2 by t for a reversible process is 2 minus this one. All these are for a reversible process. And this is your right. Okay, thank you very much.